Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. I'm not sure what week it is anymore, but it does feel like we're turning a bit of a corner, don't you think? Hope you're feeling it too. Feel free to type in the chat right now how you're feeling today. We'd love to hear from you. Yesterday, we shared news about some of our showrooms are now offering curbside pickup. So that's what I mean by turning a bit of a corner. We're pretty excited about that. You can see our latest news on our homepage at explorertidc.com. There's a complete listing of the showrooms that are participating and other news all the time. So on to our talk. Today we are here with our special guest, Ilse de Kleen. She is the founder of IDC Home, our newest showroom opening at TIDC. What a time to open. We are so excited to see the beautiful luxury collection from Belgium. Mirabel Slabbinck. If you have questions throughout, please use the Q&A at the bottom of your screen. And we will then, but before we go there, for those who haven't joined us for your previous talks with us, tell us about IDC Home, Ilse.
Well, good morning, Darlene. Good morning, everybody. Well, we are a Canadian sales agent servicing architects, designers, and decorators and retail stores. Our main goal is to provide you easy access to Belgian interior design products by arranging easy logistics, product training, and administrational support. We make sure that our suppliers implement the CETA agreement. That means no import taxes. IDC Home is a one-stop place with 11 complementary brands. A designer really can come to us with their drawings or the designs, and we can help them to furnish a house or a condo or a restaurant from top to bottom.
That's incredible, Ilse. I know you've worked for over 5 years to make this happen. Congratulations, that's quite a feat.
Thank you.
And we love the zero import taxes, another added bonus. So next we'll hear about Mirabel Slabbinck, a luxury fine linens brand. Ilse will provide some context about fabric compilation in this webinar and what to look for. Then you'll see some of their gorgeous collections and the endless array of custom options. So first, Ilse, tell us about Mirabel Slabbinck.
Well, Atelier Slabbinck was founded in 1903 in Bruges, Belgium. They are the world leaders in providing fine liturgical vestments to the church. They provide all the robes for Pope Francis. They are really the modern day ambassador of a century-old craftsmanship of gold embroiderers. The fourth generation of the Slabbinck family decided to diversify and started a home linen brand, Mirabel Slabbinck. Their eye for detail and craftsmanship comes really from this heritage. In the next video, you will get a visual representation of this amazing brand and the whole team.
That is a stunning video. Wow. Be still my heart. You can certainly see the luxurious fabrics and attention to detail that we don't often see here in Canada. But is Mirabel Slabbinck new to the Canadian market?
No, I started IDC Home in 2017 with only one brand, Mirabel Slabbinck. It was really love at first sight. The Mirabel Slabbinck house linens are such an amazing product to work with. There are so many ways to customize this linen that you can really use your imagination, creativity, and passion when designing bed, bath, and table linen. I want to share a few reasons why I believe that Mirabel Slabbinck collection is so wonderful. But first, I would like to point out the 3 key elements that play an important role in the quality of house linen. It's thread count, weave, and the type of fabric.
So what do we need to know about thread count, Ilsa?
Well, thread count is the number of threads woven together in a square inch. As a general rule, the higher the thread count, the more luxurious and wonderful the material is going to be. Mirabel Slabbinck only sells fabric with a thread count over 200.
Wow. So here we see the weave. Why is weave so important?
Well, there are different ways of weaving. On the left, you see percale. It's a 1 over, 1 under weave, and it produces a very strong fabric. Percale feels crispier and has a matte finish. On the right-hand side, you see sateen. It's a 1 under, 3 over weave, and it creates a weave with a very soft finish. Because several threads lay on the surface, the fabric appears shinier and softer than fabric with threads woven in a typically 1 over, 1 under weave. It's important to know that sateen really embraced the body. So sateen feels much warmer than percale.
So what kind of fabric should we be looking for in quality bedding?
Well, one of the finest cotton is Egyptian cotton. The reason why the Egyptian cotton is so popular, it's rather simple. It's all about the length of the fiber. Egyptian cotton produce fiber that are far longer than other colors. These fibers are smaller in diameter, longer in length, and much stronger than other cotton fibers. Mirabel Slabbinck uses always 100% Egyptian cotton. Be aware, some manufacturers mix Egyptian cotton with less quality fibers and might still label their product as Egyptian cotton. Always look for the 100% Egyptian cotton to avoid this. Mirabel Slabbinck.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's really something you have to look for that, because otherwise Mirabel Slabbinck bedding can be used for up to 10 years. And they won't pill. The bedding is not gonna pill. I have 3 sons myself, and their bedding still looks beautiful as new. And you know, bedding must be strong with university students.
That's for sure.
Yeah. And then we have the Masters of Linen. Belgian linen refers to a high quality fabric that craft is using the fibers from European flax plant. Regarded as one of the most sustainable and durable fabrics, Belgian linen offers an unrivaled level of softness and comfort. The fabric is uniquely breathable and long-lasting.
Well, that's very useful information. How do you choose the right fabric?
Well, we have an overview of all the characteristics of the different fabric qualities. This is important to determine which fabric or weave you should choose. For example, if you like the feeling of being embraced by a soft fabric, you should choose sateen. If you prefer the look of an impeccable duvet, you should definitely not choose linen, because that's a fabric that wrinkles easily. Today, Mirabel Slabbinck offers a collection of refined bed, bath, and table linen. They have high quality products, fine craftsmanship, and completely customizable, and they have also extra services.
So where does one start if designers are interested when you design the bed linens, particularly for their clients? What are some of the considerations?
Well, first of all, you should have a conversation with your client about their sleeping preferences. That is really important to determine which fabric or weave you should recommend. You can use the overview of the characteristics so you know what questions to ask your clients. The Mirabel Slabbinck collection has many colors, color options per fabric and per thread count. And in our showroom, we have a binder with all the samples for bath, and table linen. Designers often come to us with their drawings or with their mood board, or sometimes just a sample of a little piece of wallpaper to check if we have a color that matches their design. It's really so much fun to puzzle and to look for the perfect match. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, that's wonderful. You offer that service.
Yes. And then next you can choose accessories. You can choose a basic plain model, or you can accessorize with ribbons or with embroidery floss. There is a wide selection of ribbons in different colors. We have sateen ribbons, we have grosgrain, fishbone, and linen cotton ribbons. And of course, there is a wide range of colors in Madeira embroidery floss. All the linens in the collection are also available in bath linen terry cloth. So you can design the same theme in the bedroom, in the bathroom, and in the dining room.
We have a question from, we have actually a comment earlier from Wendy Higgins, said beautiful. And now we have a question is, what is fishbone ribbon and linen ribbon?
Oh, I think I have an example here to show maybe. Can you see it? That's fishbone ribbon.
Is it the texture? Because they probably can't
Yeah,
see.
it's a texture, yes. It's a little bit like a wood floor where you have the fishbone.
Like a herringbone.
The sateen ribbon, right? You have it in all different kind of colors.
Nice. The sateen has that more of a bit of a sheen to it, right?
Mm-hmm. And finally, it's time to choose a design from the collection. There are over 30 designs. I would love to go over the whole collection, but it's better on one-on-one with you. So for now, our showroom's still closed, but as soon as we are allowed to open, we can invite you for a more in-depth presentation. Next, we will show you a few techniques that will highlight the craftsmanship of the collection. We have here
and Wendy is asking about brochures, and yes, Wendy, we'll be talking about that at the end of the presentation as well, about brochures that are available. There's a few different types.
Yes. We have the Aloka. It's a new model from 2020. It's machine embroidery on fabric. You can choose the fabric in two embroidery colors. In the picture, you can see that the embroidery is in the center of the duvet, but you can, it's really only a starting point. You, as a designer, you can choose where the embroidery will be placed. The next one is the Bava. For the Bava, you can choose the fabric in 3 embroidery colors. Next is the place with the 3 colors next to each other, or you can leave a certain space in between the embroidery colors. For example, on the Eurosams in the picture, you have the space in between the embroidery. On the Queen Shams, you don't. So really, it's up to the designer to decide how to do that and how she wants it for her clients. It's the same with the choice for the bath collection. The next one is the Lini. The Lini is a very chic and elegant line that we have. This is a model that is frequently used as bath and bathroom combination. it's lovely to have the same team combining back in the master bedroom and the ensuite on towels, bath mats, and bathrobes.
And we have, Ilse, we have a question from Jackie Connolly. If you have white bedding with the colored embroidery, will it bleed? And then the second part to the question around the whites, do they yellow?
No. So we have washing, let's say prescription instructions. Yes, thank you for the help of the word. Yeah, so we have washing instructions, and we never, I work now from 2017, so 3 years with Mirabel Slabbinck. I never had a problem, to be honest. We have a team in Belgium who try everything out. So once you have the washing instructions and you keep yourself on that, no problem. Wonderful. And yellow, no, it's the same thing. If you keep yourself on the washing instructions, there is not going to be a problem. And the other thing is also you have to use high quality products also to wash the products. It's sometimes if you use you need to use soft, good quality products to wash it, and then you're never going to have the yellow problem.
Nice. And we have a nice comment as well. Wonderful options from Victoria Geller. Yes, to continue the theme is wonderful, she said as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. So the next one is the satin stitch, or we call it also the Bourbon stitch. We have an example from that. It's the Triga. The Triga is the satin stitch on fabric. You choose the fabric and 3 embroidery colors. The stitches are used in scale from 6 millimeters to 4 millimeters to 2 millimeters. It looks really luxurious and refined. You can see it on the picture, I think, from the outside to the inside, that the scale reduce. The next one is the Maca table linen. It's an example of simplicity and elegance. You choose the fabric and 1 broderie color for the satin stitch. Here you can see an example of table linen. We can make all kind of shapes. We can make it as wide as 3 meters and as long as you need. For an extraordinary dinner, refined table linen makes it so much more classy.
Oh, I so need that right now.
The next one is the combination of fabrics and fabric band with ribbons. For the abadi, you need to choose 2 fabric colors and the perfect ribbon to make this model stand out. It's really gorgeous, detailed model. Every time we design this, the client are pleased with the results. It's really something.
That's gorgeous.
And then the next one is a combination of the fabric with a fabric band and with the banzi, the line calls banzi. You only need to choose 2 fabrics and 2 fabrics and to make an elegant model. No stitches needed. And the next technique is the hem stitch. We call this technique also the petit ajour. In the picture, you can see that it's an anatom. The collection calls anatom. We need 2 fabric colors, and then our wonderful seamstress makes sure that we have a very classy and timeless product.
I think that's my favorite stitch.
The combination of 2 colors with a ribbon stitch between the seam. An example is the Canina. And then the next one is the Gisli and the Kali. The next is the set of the ribbons sewn flat onto the fabric. It's the sorbet. The sorbet is really the best seller in Canada. It's a set of 4 ribbons sewn flat onto the fabric. With the sorbet, the colors of the ribbons make a huge impact on the result of the bedding. Another with ribbons is the Corvus. The Corvus is the model with 4 ribbons sewn flat onto the fabric. It's a wonderful model to make the combination with towels for the bedroom. I did this for one of my boys, and when their room is messy, yeah, sorry, the room still looks designed and amazing. And then we have the curves with two ribbons. It's another option. Here we see the curved stable linen. The curved stable linen is very elegant. I really love it. We can make also napkins and napkin rings in the same theme if you want. Next one is the fee. The fee is
my favorite. I love this one.
The fee is designed by the Belgian interior designer Philippe Disley. This is rather a masculine design with a twist. There is one ribbon sewn flat onto the fabric, but the ribbon comes out a couple of inches. So it's the ribbon is a couple of inches longer than the fabric, so it pops out of the fabric. It's also modern and it's really unique. Mm-hmm. And then the next one is the set of 6 ribbons sewn into pleats in the fabric. You will find that this technique is very rarely used. Mirabel Slabbinck is one of the only manufacturers that owns a machine that produces this technique. You choose a fabric and 6 ribbons, lots of options for you. And then this one I really loved. It's the Kuela table linen. I love the color combination in this picture, the gray fabric with the ribbons, stylish and classy. If you combine this with napkins and napkin rings in the same combination, you have a winner.
You sure do. So Ilse, these collections are absolutely stunning. And we've had quite a few comments to that effect in our chat. It looks like there's so many ways to customize them. Where does one start? We know designers love that ability, and their clients, the discerning client especially, really loves that ability to be very unique. Can you tell us more about how they can customize?
Well, you can customize the patterns. So you can choose the standard set up from the collection, but you can also customize it by replacing or adding or changing ribbons and embroidery. But now you should have understood that anything is possible. That means that you can create as a designer your own signature collection. Everything is made to order, so no product inventory.
So meaning designers can actually have their name brand on a collection. That's quite something too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And then the customization of the text of the monograms, we can implement text names or initials in different fonts on your house linen, or we can create your own design or your own logo, starting from a SketchUp up to a finished product. And then the other thing is also customization of the finishing. So people have different sleeping habits in all different corners of the world. So the sizes of the mattress and the way the duvet covers are finished are totally different in Europe than in Asia compared to North America. We can make sure that your client can choose his or her preferred size and finishes. This is something that you cannot buy in a regular store.
We have a couple of questions around turnaround times, Ilse. Once the customized set has been designed, what's the lead time for that?
It's between 4 to 5 weeks. So it takes only 4 weeks in production. If it's really busy, sometimes it takes 5 weeks, but the logistics takes only 3 days. So it's really 4 to 5 weeks in general.
Awesome, that's great. I also have a question around the borders. What is this called if we want to order it, please?
The border? It's a
border, like the trim. Victoria, can you elaborate? Was it something in particular you saw? Not sure. We can come back to that.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, sorry, the graphic, meaning the monogram, the
Yes.
initial.
What's the question exactly about that?
What is it called? It's called monogramming.
The
right?
monograms, yes. We can do that in different letter types. Is that a question or?
I believe so, yes. Victoria, if you need further explanation. Oh, here we go. The graphics as the border.
Do you mean the color of the size with the customer?
Oh, here.
Oh,
So it's
you
still the monogramming.
On the side, it's really names in a different. Is that a question here?
What do you call it if somebody wants to place the order?
Yeah, we just. Sorry, what you
If
call
they
it?
want to place the order for.
Yeah, it's a special model, so we can, and then you can write whatever you want in whatever letter type, and we can really put it around the cushions. It's really nice.
So it's the photo on the upper left.
Yes.
What if somebody wanted to place that order? What would they call it? Monogram.
Monograms, yes.
Order.
Yeah.
So, like, this is different than the other monogramming.
Yes, but it's a different. Yeah, absolutely.
So monogram border, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And then we have extra services to make your clients' life easier. We can label all the bedding so it won't be mixed up during laundry. This is very convenient in case you have staff in the house or your client has staff in the house and who takes care of the laundry. But more important, we have also something that makes the designer's life easier. We can pre-wash your order and we can put it per room, per project in bags. So that means the designer gets product and they can go right away to the project, make the beds, and they're ready to sleep in.
That's another wonderful touch. Wow, thank you.
So this was a brief overview of the Mirabel Slabbinck collection. As you can imagine, this is a product that you should really touch and feel. We would be happy to invite you to our showroom. But for a more in-depth product training, once the COVID restrictions phase out, please contact us. And if you're interested, so we can book an appointment. And
Elsa's actually in the showroom right now. That's the background where you'll visit her. Looks stunning. It's beautiful. She's in the location where across from Ruffson that was formerly Jane Lockhart, who's moved upstairs. So it's a perfect location, and the showroom looks fantastic. You won't miss it.
Thank you. We have also brochures. We have one brochure just with some models and some atmosphere, some creative ideas. And then we have really the technical brochure where we have all the models laid out with how you need to order, what you really need to make a combination. So if you want to have that in a PDF catalog or you want to have the hard copy, please reach out to us and we can send it to you.
Wonderful. So, and how do the samples work, Elsa?
Well, we have a big folder with all little samples in, so we can really work with you together to look for the right color and for the right embroidery floss or the right ribbon. And so that's the way we make the combinations that make sure that it fits in your mood board and in your design.
So we're already being asked for the email to request the PDF.
Okay. You know what, Darren, with this line, it's so much fun to work with it.
Yeah.
Because every time we get a combination, it's a lot of success for the designer also. And that's what I love about this Mirabel Slabbinck line. I know designers make beautiful kitchens, beautiful bathrooms, and I would love to work with designers to make the bedroom as beautiful as the kitchen and the bathroom. That's really what I want to achieve together with the designers community.
Absolutely.
And that's for the bedding.
Well, I think you've generated some interest. I'm seeing a few more comments about how wonderful it is. Tanya says the same as what I said, loves the hem stitch. Great presentation. Ilsa's always worried about her accent.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. It's my third language. I speak Dutch normally, a little bit French, and I speak English. It's my third language, but
You did great. Thank you so much for joining us. As you can see on the screen, there's the details to contact, but we'll send a follow-up as well. Next up for TIDC Talks over the coming week, you're going to be hearing more about our really cool 3D VR contest, where you can win anywhere from a full home 3D set of drawings or to a one room set. So there'll be 3 prizes. You'll be hearing more about this. And May 21, join us to learn how to get involved and participate in the contest. It's you'll be creating all of our participating showrooms that have added options to this tiny TIDC home. You'll be able to select from their options of furnishings, decor, and more. So we're looking forward to that. And then on May 26th, Big Ass Fans will be joining us to present their amazing fan collection, in particular the Haiku and the I6 fans that are both for residential and commercial purposes that are, again, just stunning product. If you haven't seen it yet, join us for that on May 26th at 11 as well. Thanks, everyone. Let me just see if we have any more questions. I think I've dealt with that. And then the chat. We have thank yous, and oh, your accent is wonderful, Ilsa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the introduction to wonderful products.
Thank you.
Simply beautiful.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
See you in our showroom.
Oh, yes, we can't wait. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too.